Hi, Facebook kids. I mean, actually, you're not Facebook, you're YouTube. I'm so out of it. So, hi, kids. Good morning. I'm wearing my crazy bitches hat. It's from the movie that I'm doing. It's totally awesome. It's a web series. So, good morning. It's Monday, December 11th. I'm going to do a real fast disclaimer here called I'm Buck Angel, and I speak only for Buck Angel, and I do not speak for a community, nor do I represent a community. I only represent myself, and I represent the views of what I think. So, done. Now we're going to go on Facebook. Hello, MC. Nice to see you, my friend. I hope you have your coffee. I'm not live on Facebook yet, but I'm going there right now. And we're going to change hats along the way. So, you have your coffee, my friend? Let's go. Let's start our Facebook Live. Good morning, Facebook. Here we go. So we're doing Facebook and YouTube, but before I begin, I'm going to do a disclaimer this morning, and my disclaimer is I'm Buck Angel, and I speak only about Buck Angel. I mean, for Buck Angel, Buck Angel's opinions, Buck Angel's. I'm speaking about myself in the third person, which is really creepy. But I'm giving you a disclaimer, telling you that I do not represent any community. I do not represent the thoughts of a community. I am just representing my own opinions, my own self, my own story, and I'm encouraging you to do the same. So that's the disclaimer. There we go, kids. And there's beautiful Stacy. We're missing Rachel. What's going on? I have to reach out. Good morning, Casey and Carlos. And hello, my friend. I can't read your writing. Here comes David and Jim. It's going to be a good Monday. I feel it already the minute I woke up. Hi, Dylan. Does everybody have their coffee? Because we are going to talk about sex. Okay? Stace, check it out. You guys see my hat? It's called Crazy Bitches, and it's the web series that I just did, which I can't wait for you guys to see. But anyways, we'll talk about more about like that. Good morning, Emily and Ashley and Alessandra and Alex and Jamil. Good morning. Hoser, good morning. Stace, yes. Well, we got to find out what's going on. So, everyone grab your coffee. You heard my disclaimer. Today we're going to talk. Good morning, YouTube. Hi, Ty. Good morning, my friend. And Mool, good morning. So, you know, I have YouTube and Facebook going at the same time, okay? Good morning, Stefan. Nice to see you, Christine. And Grayson, good morning. It's cold in LA. All of you people in the snow are probably cracking up. It's cold in LA. It's nice and sunny, but it's cold. And I don't like the cold. I hate it. Buenos dias, John. Nice to see you. Hi, Patrick. So it's, you know what? I love hats. I love hats. Good morning, Jess. I love hats. So if you ever want to send Trampaw a gift, send Trampaw a hat. I also love hats that are made for me. So I love knitting. I love all of that kind of stuff. So send me, if you want to send me a present, send me a hat. Because, you know, I have a bald head and I always have to wear a hat. Good morning, Ashley. Nice to see you. Hi, Vincent and Daphne. You are a crazy bitch, Stace. We know that. And here comes Dodie. So, I love that so many people showed up, okay, on a Monday morning. Do you know what that means? Hi, Grayson. It's cold in Kansas, I bet. And hi, Mike. Nice to see you. And hi, Ontario, John. Nice to see you. And here comes Melody. So, hi, Hutzi. Nice to see you. I am rocking the hat. So, remember, I love you. But let's talk about sex, kids. Hi, Camilla and Tristan. Here comes Johnny. Does everybody have their coffee? Coffee is here comes Portugal. Good morning, Alexandra. It's nice to see you. I love when we get all these great people in the house. Good morning, Jamil. You must learn to knit. Knit me a hat. And Wisconsin's in the house. Who else is in the house? Minus 17, John? Holy crap. Not for this man. No way. Hate it. Can't handle it. That's why I lived in the Yucatan. And Dublin's in the house. Cheers to that. So, you guys, let's talk about something. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's talk about what's happening in the world. So much meanness and anger and insanity on such a level. Good morning, Melody. Nice to see you. Why? Vermont, cold, freezing Vermont. Why? Why do we have so much hate? Why do we have so much intolerance? Why do we have... Look at how Palm Springs. Cheers to that. Good morning, Kim. It's nice to see you. Wow, is that Kim from a million years ago, Kim? I think it is. In Winnipeg. Do you know my pop is from Winnipeg? My dad is from Winnipeg, Canada, and he played for for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. So I'm from Winnipeg too. Okay, the time now is 8:43. So, why is there so much hate and intolerance? I'm in LA too, Matthew. Good morning, Katie. Nice to see you. Why is there so much hate and intolerance in our world? But more importantly, why is there so much hate and intolerance within our community? Hi, Kim. We should have a coffee. Why is there so much hate and intolerance in our community? Okay? Lots of people on Monday means you're super cool. We love you. I love you too, MC. Listen, I really believe it has a lot to do with disconnect from our bodies. Listen to me. Disconnect from our bodies. Why am I so happy? Why do I wake up every day like, even though maybe I didn't sleep good, maybe I just didn't have the best, work day, but I wake up happy. I don't wake up wanting to say mean things to you. I don't wake up saying, today this community is mean and ugly and I'm going to punch somebody in the face. I don't wake up feeling that way. I wake up feeling like, let's create an awesome community. Let's create a space where we all feel loved. Let's create a space where I can encourage you to create something that you've always wanted to create. How do you think I keep creating these products? How do I keep creating all of these products? You understand, I always talk about this. I created this because I wanted to create it, not for any other reason. And I created it for us. We have to get back to the idea of I create, you create. There's a word out there. What's my favorite word? What's my favorite word? Abundance. Remember, abundance. Abundance is everything. Abundance means there's enough for all of us. All of you are answering my question 100% right. Fear. See, every single one of you are writing down fear. If you're coming in late, the question I asked this morning is this. Why is there so much hate, intolerance, no compassion, meanness, disrespect within our community? Why? And most of you are exactly answering the question that I believe is the same answer. Fear. Fear. Val says your reality starts with your thoughts. It's a real thing, fear. But there is no, if you are fearing, hello, Tori, beautiful person. It's nice to see you. If you are having fear in your life, that means that you have no trust in your own self. And it also means you don't understand abundance. Do you understand what abundance is? Not abundance of fear, Olivia. No, abundance of things. You can have whatever you want. It's a real thing. Do you think that this just magically appeared for me? Do you think that this is fear of pain is a real thing too, and I can help you with the fear of pain. Because fear of pain could be physical pain or mental pain. But if you sit with yourself for one moment every day and you say, why do I feel this way? Why am I projecting my own anger and my own fear because things in my life are not working? Hi, Sarah, are not working. So I'm going to be mad at everybody else because I'm mad because people are accomplishing things. I'm mad because I don't have what they have. I'm mad because my life isn't going the way I want. You must understand, you are in total control of your own life. Nobody else is. So when things aren't going right in your life, it's because you are not trusting the universe. You are not trusting your own self. You have no self-love. You have no self-worth. Your ego is probably over here and not grounded down here. Everyone here understands how powerful fear is and how powerful fear will knock you out. It will knock you out. You will never, ever accomplish anything with fear. But why? Why are we instilling fear in each other? Because that's what we're doing by talking mean to each other and talking down. Good morning, Azra. Nice to see you. Why are we so angry at each other and so angry if another person in this particular community accomplishes something? Why are we so mad about it? Why do you get mad if you see another person more accomplished than another? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use an example right now. Good morning, Maureen. It's nice to see you. Good morning, Andrew. You love my Mr. Rogers hat? Listen, this is how I would act if I had hair. Look, this is how I would be if I had long hair. I would hate it. So, fear. Good morning, Bo. It's nice to see you, my friend. We have expectations of ourselves 100%. And you should have expectations for yourself because it's a way that you grow and a way that you have to push yourself. To be an accomplished person, you have to push yourself. Okay? Tori says, Alex J, do you need a discussion to help your thoughts you through your depression? Oh, thanks, Tori, for recognizing that. You know how fast it goes, and I can't keep track of everybody. Inadequacy and a sense of failure maybe turn into an aggression of the one who did accomplish. Yes, I think that's true too, Jen, for sure. Val, good morning, Regilio. Val says, fear is like trying your own shoelaces together. You don't know how to disable you until you endeavor to move forward. Yeah, good analogy, actually. Good morning, Philippine. It's nice to see you. Dean, how do you get to the place? How do you change your mindset? Great question, Dean. So I'm going to talk to you about, I don't want to call it meditation because it sort of turns people off. But you have to shut everything down. And I mean everything that's outside of your body. Your phone, your TV, your radio, your TV set, all old school. Anything that's projecting, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, shut it off. Shut it off. Sit with yourself for 5 minutes. 5 minutes every day with no anything else on. Just sit there. Your mind will start to work in a way that you will be like, holy crap. I know I said radio, so I'm so old. And I also say TV set and pocketbook. But listen, I'm talking about all electronics. Turn them off. This is how you're going to start to connect with yourself. Okay? Connect with your... Kim says people are afraid they aren't enough. People carry shame. Yes, we all do. Even I do. We all do. But if you don't work on yourself, yeah, William, 20 minutes is good, but I want people to understand you don't have to do 20 minutes. You can start with 5 minutes. Start with 5 minutes of spending time with yourself, okay? Sir Nova says, I disagree about expectations. We learn to have expectations as we grow up. That could be true, too. That could totally be true. Yes, I don't know if the reason we have expectations is because we're inundated with this idea of what's successful, right? Right? What is successful? Just because somebody's making $1 billion doesn't make them a success. It depends on what you believe is success. What I believe is success is what I have already. I feel very successful. I'm alive. I'm sober. I'm focused. I create the things I passionately want to create. Okay? Every day I wake up happy that I'm alive. For me, that's a success. I don't own a castle. I don't have a gigantic car. I don't have $1 million in my bank account. But that to me isn't necessarily successful, and that's not what I want. My success is because I know exactly what I want for my success. Listen to me for one moment. Listen to me for one moment. Success isn't money. Success isn't things. Success is you waking up every morning alive and happy. That's all you need in order to create the other things. The only thing you need today and every day is to wake up saying, I'm alive. I'm happy. I have things that I need right now. And then you can go and start to put the building blocks of whatever the other creations are that you need. But if you aren't waking up every morning going, I'm alive, you're missing out. Because that is the first and foremost thing that you must understand. Do you know how easy it is to be gone? Do you know how easy it is to all of a sudden wake up one day with cancer, with something horrible in your body, having to survive pain? Do you know how many people I know that have chronic pain in their bodies and can't release that? Do you have chronic pain in your body? If you don't, you must understand how amazing your life is. Okay, you don't have the car you like. Okay, you don't have $1 million. Okay, you don't have the girlfriend, the boyfriend, the lover. Okay, you don't have the kind of body that you desire today. So what? Do you know how those things can be changed? Those things can be changed. Sometimes you can't change cancer. Sometimes you can't change HIV or AIDS. Sometimes you can't change the fact that you now can't walk or talk. Remember these things, these simple things that we take advantage of, and we do. We take advantage of, we take for granted, we forget to love the simple things in life. If you don't love the simple things in life, you will never have gratitude for what you have every morning when you wake up. Do you know how much gratitude I have for my B cup? Do you understand how much I love getting up in the morning, making my Nespresso machine coffee, having a beautiful foam in my coffee? It's simple. It's simple, but I love it. It makes me happy. What also is simple and makes me happy is you. You make me happy. Every time I come on this B Cup and we have these amazing discussions, it's you and me together that really make me happy. And I hope that you feel the same way because we connect with each other. It is so important that we connect with each other on so many levels because there's so much anger and meanness and disconnect that we have to show people that we can't, even on Facebook. Good morning, Sweden. Even on Facebook, we can connect. You're in Sweden. You're in India. You're in London. You're in Nova Scotia. You're in Dublin. But we connect. Why? Why do we connect? Good morning, beautiful people. I love you. I love you. I do. And I don't just say that as a passing thing. Love is in my heart because I'm so grateful to wake up every single morning because I get the chance to make some type of change. If you understand, you're not just nobody. Do you know that? You're not. Hold on, I need to have a sip of my coffee. Portland, Oregon's in the house. You're not nobody. You know that? You're not nobody. Remember that. Every day you wake up, you are somebody. You are somebody that will create change in this world. Whether it's directly or indirectly, you will create change. Now, is that change positive or is that change negative? What do you want to do? Do you want to create negative change or do you want to create positive change? Because it's in your hands. Anybody can wake up and say, my day is gonna suck today. I gotta pay bills. I gotta take my car in. I gotta take my kid to school. I gotta cook dinner for everybody. I gotta blah, right? Or you can say, it's a beautiful Monday. My beautiful kids are here waiting for me. I gotta take my awesome kid to school. I gotta kiss my partner. I gotta say, oh my God, my beautiful body. I gotta say, hey, maybe we're gonna have sex tonight. Hey, I'm gonna go out in the sunshine. You understand what I'm saying? You do. I know I'm making crazy shit up. Most of all, make your own coffee, my friend. You understand what I'm saying? Heideka. I live for hearing my son's voice every morning when I wake up. I think the best thing to wake up to is my little baby making goofy noises. That's love. That's love for you. That's love for your life. That's love for career. That's creating. My friend Heideka, when you do that, guess what you do? You push out that energy. You push out that beautiful energy to other people who are around you, immediately around your circle, to the rest of us. When we all wake up happy and we all know. Now, right on, Trans Health Australia is in the house. Says it is possible to succeed and be happy and be fulfilled even in failure because you learn from your failure. I learned from my failure. Do you all know that I came from death? I don't know how many of you know. How many of you know that happy holidays, David, that I literally came from death. I am a 55-year-old transsexual man who was on the streets, addicted to crack, prostitution. I was a cutter. I was an alcoholic. I should be dead. But I am not dead. Why am I not dead? Somewhere deep inside my soul, I was like, fuck you. You are not taking me out. I have a mission. There's a reason I'm supposed to be here. And clearly, 22 years later after transitioning, there's a mission for me. Something was laid out. And I'm going to tell you, whether you believe it or not, every single one of us in this world has a mission. We are here for a purpose. Every single one of you, a purpose. Listen to what I'm saying. If you don't feel that you have a purpose in this life, that you're just here, you don't really know why, you do. You have a purpose. Even if it's just being, even if it's just being, you have a purpose. You have to understand that. Snap out of victim mentality, because victim mentality is so easy. Do you know how easy it is to be a victim? Let me show you. Let me give you an example. I have to wake up this morning. I have to go to my job. I don't like anything. Everybody triggers me because I have a vagina. You understand what I'm saying? Now, it's a real thing, depression and being in that. How do you take care of yourself? How do you get out of that mindset? Remember what I said earlier? Turn off the radio. Turn off the internet. Turn off the TV. Turn off social media. Turn off every single influential thing that is broadcasting. Get out of those Facebook goddamn groups that are telling you you are worthless. Get out. Every time somebody says something negative to you, every single time somebody says something negative to you, it is stuck in your brain. It is stuck in your brain. I will never say anything negative to you because I don't want to say negative things to you because I don't even have that negativity in me. I just don't have it. Why don't I have it? Because I love myself. I love myself. It is not narcissistic. It is not egocentric. It is not a bad thing to love yourself. Because the bottom line is this: if you don't love yourself, nobody else will. It's real. It's real. It is why I have so many beautiful friends. Okay? It is why I wake up happy. It is why I decided to say to myself, Buck, my friend, if you don't pick yourself up by your bootstraps, talking like a trampa, if you don't pick yourself up by your bootstraps, nobody gives a fuck about you. Do you know when I was on the streets, I was homeless, nobody gave a fuck about me. Nobody. My family, my friends, the people, I had nobody. It was me who had an awakening and said, dude, you're gonna die. Get the fuck up. Pick your shit up. Pick your shit up. Now, many of you don't like tough love. I'm a believer of tough love. I'm a believer of saying, I love you. I love you so much, but I'm not going to tolerate your victim attitude. I will not tolerate it. I will not tolerate the way we are teaching us to become victimizing of ourselves in a transgender community that has so much potential to make so much positive change in this world, yet we're telling each other we're shitty. We're telling each other we're not trans enough. We're telling each other those cis scum people. We're so incredibly negative. Yet at the same time, we are all trying to make this facade. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's this facade in the transgender community. Trans is beautiful. This is what trans looks like. I'm wearing a t-shirt that says I'm a trans. No. T-shirts are shit. If you don't fucking feel it in your heart and you don't have compassion for another transgender person, whether you like them or not, whether you believe in them or not, whether it doesn't matter, then you are not truthful. If you are saying shit to any other trans person in this community, you are not truthful to your own self, because there's no reason to be hateful to anybody. If you truly love yourself in your heart and you truly love who you are, there is no reason to say shit about anybody else. Zero. Done. It means that you, my friend, are a victim. It means you, my friend, don't like yourself. It means you, my friend, have too much fucking time on your hands. Shut the radio off. Shut the TV off. Shut the internet off. Shut every goddamn thing off. Sit with your fucking self and say, who am I? Today, who am I? Why do I? Listen to me. Ask yourself this question. Who am I? Why do I care? Why do I care what other people say or do in this community? Why do I care if somebody says something that I disagree with? Why do I care that somebody else has an opinion? Why? Answer me. Why do people in this community have so much time on their hands to talk shit to other people? I believe it's because they don't like themselves. What do you think? I need to drink my coffee. We must change this disgusting, horrific, angry, degrading, non-compassionate, non-empathetic attitude that we have created in our community. And I don't care what anybody says about me. You know that. I don't care if people are saying I'm bad, I'm creating intolerance in our community. It's all bullshit, as you know. I'm a straight up motherfucking dude who will always tell you to your face what I think. It doesn't mean that you have to agree with me. It's only what I think. I always ask you for your opinion, and I always listen to your opinion, and I will respect your opinion. I might not agree with your opinion, but I respect you. Respect me and my thought process, and I'll respect you and your thought process. And guess what? We come together. But when we don't respect each other's thought process, this is what happens. It's so simple, you guys. Look, we're supposed to fit together. We're supposed to. Remember when you were a kid, what was that church thing? Here's the stoop, here's the steeple, open the door. Oh, remember? Open the door, and see all the people. Did you guys do that when you were a kid? I don't know why I just thought about it. I thought about it because the church is showing you. When they're doing this, they were showing you. When everybody comes together underneath this one roof, everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. Why are we not under our own roof happy? Why are we not happy? I'm happy. You're happy. How do we start to teach the rest of the community to be happy? Yes, transgender people have shit lives going on out there. Yes, we get murdered. Yes, we get shit on, we get spit on, we get talked shitty about. So what? The only way that's going to change is if we like ourselves first, and then we can put that out in the world. If we hate each other, and we hate our lives, and we don't get along with each other, then no way the rest of the world will like us. There is no way. I'm telling you, there is no way. It won't work. It's a simple mathematical equation. Nate says, instead of taking love and sending that out into the world, people take the negative energy aimed at them and allow it to foster, then send it back out. It just creates more negativity. Mimo says, Buck, ever since your Netflix docs, I have admiration for you, serious. Thank you, my friend. Trans Health says, I faced a lot of negative people in my local trans support group, but I turned the negativity around and used it to motivate me. I launched the Trans Health Network almost 6 years ago, and we love you for that, my friend. And we love you for that. And you just proved my point. Lisa says, show them compassion. Most of these people haven't experienced compassion. That's what I'm saying. We must get back to compassion. Pete says we need to support each other and support community mental health. Steven says, you're hilarious. I think it might be church and steeple instead of... See, I couldn't remember it. I'm like, yeah, that's it. I blanked it out of my head. Caleb says, I have distanced myself from the trans community because I got tired of being torn down. And it's sad when you're depressed most of your life and then people who are supposed to support you tear you down. I've come to realize it's everyday people that accept me. Yes, Caleb. Yes. This is my point. Why, in our community that's supposed to all be ready to help each other, we are ripping each other apart. You know what happened the other day? I got a message from this trans woman who told me, I need to tell you privately, you need to stop talking shit about the community and you need to stop being... I'm like, what? I'm not talking shit about the community. I'm talking honestly about our community, how unbelievably angry and mean it is. And then they came back and they said, you're a fucking asshole. Fuck you. You're not following the rules. What? That's what they said to me. And then they went on to post about me being racist, whatever, because she's black. I'm racist because I was having an argument with her. Wow. Wow. And then people are just randomly picking shit out of the hat in order to create more animosity. instead of just having a conversation. It's how I feel. I feel like our community is a fucking mess, and I will continue to say it until we start to have dialogue about it. And it's not me being sexist, it's not me being racist, it's not me being a misogynist, it's not me being toxic, it's me and my opinion. And since when are we not allowed to have opinions? That's the scary thing. If there's anything you take from me today, that you've never heard me speak before, that you don't know what the fuck is going on, I'm going to tell you this right now. Look at what's going on in our community, and you tell me whether or not that's loving, that's respectful, that's compassionate, that we will move forward in the world. You tell me, because I don't think so. When did people get so sensitive and insecure, Emily? I know. I know the total answer to that. I know 100% the answer to that. You guys answer that question. William says, being reasonable queer, I've often found myself in the middle of issues. However, I refuse to give up. Don't give up on your idea. It's okay. It's okay to have a different opinion. This idea that we're not allowed to think differently than other community members is ridiculous cult behavior. Don't let people force you into thinking like they think. If you want to think like they think because you believe it, that's different. But do not let people in this community tell you, you have to think this way in order to be trans. What? I'm telling you as a 55-year-old trampa that I never succumbed to that. And how am I so successful and how am I living a happy life? Because I didn't succumb to some fucking idea that this is the only way to be a transgender person. Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm telling every single one of you people out there that this 55-year-old tranny survived because I found myself. Okay? Then I found the community, but not the other way around. You will never be successful. You will never move forward until you find you. This is about you. It's not about us. It's about you. Realize that. Start taking responsibility for you. Start taking responsibility for your own life. Start taking responsibility for your own anger because you don't have what you want. Why are you angry about it? You think anger is going to fix it? Nope. It will not fix it. You will never have anything. Let go. Let go. Clean house. Take responsibility. Move forward in your life. It's real. I'm going to continue to tell you that every day. This community is dragging you down. If every day you feel shitty about yourself, if every day you wake up and you get on Facebook and you get into your little community and your little community is like, blah, guess what? You're going to have a crappy day. You're asking for it. You're asking for it. If every day you go in your Facebook group and your Facebook group is angry and mean and shitty to each other, you're going to have a shitty day. You're going to have a shitty day. Okay, thank you, Alex, for reminding me of my coffee. Let me tell you. Tanya says, in big capital letters, because I think that you feel very passionate about this, I feel stuck in between two communities that battle with trans black, but no matter what I push, I am so sorry, my friend. Tanya, I am so sorry, my friend. Why? Can you explain it a little bit deeper? Is there this disconnect between being a trans person and being a person of color? So are they two separate places, but they don't want to speak to each other? Or is it a trans group for people of color, and then there's a lot of that? You know, it's just rhetoric. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, Tanya, it's just rhetoric. It's just people going like this, blah, 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 to keep you unfocused. To keep you unfocused. Casey says, I saw a post on another LGBT group. A member asked for thoughts about what they thought of women who say they lesbians but are attracted to trans men. It was deemed offensive and taken down. That's what I'm talking about. How dare they take the question down? Do you know what? My lover is a lesbian woman. My lover is a lesbian woman. She identifies as a lesbian. She lives as a lesbian. She is a lesbian. But guess what? We are in love with each other. What does that mean? I'm not a lesbian. I'm a bisexual man who has a lesbian lover. It's real. And anybody in that group who talks shit about that, you send them to me because I'll set them straight. You can identify however the fuck you want. What is wrong with everybody? How dare you tell people they can't identify as a lesbian but have a trans man lover? Are you crazy? First off, my history is lesbian. Whatever that means, and who cares? Even if it wasn't, and a lesbian fell in love with a man, it's totally okay. Felix says, I don't want to be seen as a transgender. I want to be seen. But you don't have to be seen as a transgender, Felix. It's your choice. I'm not seen as a transgender. I'm not transgender. I don't live my life as a transgender. I live my life as a man. A man. Every day I walk the world as a man. Nobody knows I'm trans unless I say it. So what? You don't have any responsibility to anybody but yourself. You have no responsibility to however you identify, only to you. If you want to walk out that door and identify today as a woman or a man or non-gender or gender fluid or they or whatever you want to do it. Who the fuck cares? Nobody ever has any right to tell you who you are. Ever. Just be. And if anybody in this fucking community ever says anything to you, send them to me or just walk away. Walk away. Emily says you cannot dictate love. Who the hell is that special? They can dictate who we... Because people want to control us. There are people in this community who want to control us. They want to tell us how to be. They want to tell us how to talk. They want to tell us what language we can use. They want to tell us who we are. They want to tell us that our identity isn't real. They want to tell us that you can't be a lesbian if you date a trans man. They want to tell you that you're not a man because you have a vagina. They want to tell you that transsexual is antiquated. They want to tell you that if you don't have 2 legs and 2 arms. Like, really? Really? They're such hypocrites. The hypocritical transgender community has become Transgender Inc., has become Transgender Cult, has become Transgender Insanity. It is not a community. We must rebuild. We must rebuild. And the only way to rebuild is to come together with what? Individuality. I very much want to tell you this. And I gotta go. If you are not an individual, you are missing out. If you are acting or being a transgender person because your buddy is telling you that's how to do it, you're not transgender. You're something else. If you are doing and following because your friends are doing it, or you are doing it because it's the community way, you are not transgender. Ew, yuck. If you are worried about what other people think about you, and you have to ask somebody what it means to be a transgender person, you are not transgender. You know who you are. Stop asking people for validation. You don't need validation. You only need to look at yourself in the mirror and go, I know who I am. I don't need to ask anybody in this community for validation to be a transgender person. You don't need that. Okay, thanks, Stace. I'll try to reach out in the next day or so. You know my insane schedule. You don't need it. You only need the validation from yourself. For yourself, for your being, for who you are. I'm going to go, and I'm going to tell you one thing before we're going to go. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Hi, Patrick. One of my business associates is on for cannabis. Patrick runs... Patrick's in the house, and Patrick runs Edibles Magazine, an amazing magazine for the cannabis industry. And as you all know, I'm part of the cannabis industry, and I love the cannabis industry. And the cannabis industry will bring us together. If you don't know, I have a company called Pride Cannabis. Can you see that? And Pride Cannabis, we create vapes. We create vapes. And these vapes are amazing, and they're really healing so many people. I believe in cannabis. This is amazing. It just really CBD, pure CBD, pure CBD. Pridecannabis.com. Pridecannabis.com, my friends. I'm creating products for us to chill us out, to get us back together again, to teach us to love each other. Cannabis is part of that. It's a way for everyone to calm down. Calm down. Calm down. Remember? Energy. Energy. If you're putting out energy, guess what's going to come back to you? Energy. If you're chilled out, if you're calm, if you're that's what's going to come back to you. Seriously, I'm not kidding you. I never would lie to you. I never would lie to you. It's real. Stop getting sucked into the drama of the anger of the community of transgender people. There's a huge amount of anger. There's a huge amount of resentment. There's a huge amount of no compassion. There's a huge amount of telling us how to be. There's a huge amount of this idea that there needs to be gatekeepers. There's this idea that there's only one way to be transgender or an umbrella term. I'm going to say it and I'm going to say it again. It starts with you. Take responsibility for you. Today, make it the day to take responsibility for yourself, to take responsibility for your own actions, to take responsibility if you are not being the person you want to be. Take responsibility for why aren't things moving forward. Take responsibility, but understand this. Understand this. The universe is very powerful, and the universe has plans for you. And I know I sound like a wingnut right now, but I'm not. It's real. It's energy. If you, my friend, let go of the anger, and you, my friend, let go of the resentment, and you, my friend, understand your path is different than my path, and that you have plans too, as much as I do, you will then start to be successful. You will then start to see change, because you are no longer holding on to if you're getting up in the morning like this, honestly, if you're getting up in the morning like, I don't want to get out of bed, snap out of it. Snap the fuck out of it. Get up. Stand up. Put your shoulders back. Put your eyes forward and be determined to create what you want to create. Have compassion. Have empathy. Have desire. Have an idea of who you want to be without worrying what other people say to you. It will be everything for you. I am not kidding you. I am not kidding you. I never would lie to you, ever. It's you are responsible for you and nobody else. Nobody. I love you kids a lot. I'm going to let YouTube go, and I'll be back in 1 second here. If you don't check out the YouTube, it's much easier to talk on Facebook, but I need to do my YouTube channel too. So I do it all together. And you know, the problem with hats like this is they start to itch. I love you guys on YouTube a lot. Thank you for joining us every morning, and thank you for being a part of the conversation. And if you missed the show, you can watch it on Facebook or YouTube. And I'll see you tomorrow on the 12th, and we'll have more discussion, because today we didn't even talk about sex, but I'm letting YouTube go. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day, and don't forget about that, okay?